What is up, everyone, and welcome back to the Colorado Aggrons channel. As always, I am your good friend, Earthlab, and thank you so much for joining me here today. And today we'll be discussing the very first battle in the Season 3 of the Stab League. It is against my good friend Travis here, or Travesty, or lackadaisical 18 on our screens here. So this was actually a pretty fun match. I definitely enjoyed it a lot. And you know, you guys will see how the battle turns out here at the end. But like I said, I think it was an overall pretty fun match. So let's definitely dive right into it. As you can see, there are my mons: Kyurem Black, Tapu Koko, Darkrai, Lucario, Melodic, and Gliscor. And yeah, check it out. So Travis definitely brought in that Mega Diancie, the Lugia. He brought in the Lugia. So we'll see how that goes. The Infernape is there, the Lando, the Bisharp, and the Starmie. I pretty much kind of guessed what he was gonna kind of bring in, with the exception of that Bisharp. I didn't think he'd bring it in, but definitely something to threaten my my Coco and my Kyurem with, for sure. He just must have feared those 2 months a lot. So anyways, let's definitely go right into it. And turn one, he opens up with that Diancie, and I open up with that Darkrai. Okay, so yeah, and I go for the nasty plot. So and I believe he goes for the rocks in here in just a second, but you know, with this Darkrai, I decided, you know what? Darkrai is here to kill. Darkrai is here to destroy. Let's make it happen early on in the game. Let's put a dent in his team so the rest of my team has an easier time coming in. So I went for that nasty plot first turn. Worst case scenario, he attacks me. I use that Focus Sash. I'm faster than it, so even if he decides to switch it out, it's going to take out this Mega Diancie. By taking it out, my team is all the better for it. I mean, Kyurem Black has just one less threat to worry about. Coco has one less special defense Spadef Pokemon less to worry about. Not entirely sure what that Mega Diancie set is, but it doesn't matter because with this nasty plot boost, this Darkrai can pretty much come in and kill a lot of the mons. So he switches out. So I use the Sludge Bomb, maybe not. So then with that Focus Blast, even with his Chople Berry, I am able to take him down. Easy, easy, easy. So then he switches into that Infernape, and he uses Close Combat. So, but guess what? It doesn't matter because I have this Focus Sash. And then I Sludge Bomb it again. Boom. Infernape and Bisharp out of the way. How exciting. This is really great. So at least with this, I have two big threats against some of my more threatening Pokemon out of the picture. So that's fantastic. Darkrai has done an excellent job. The fact that it's in 1 HP right now, it doesn't matter. It can at least get in one more move in here, as you can see with this Dark Pulse against the Lugia. But 47%. 47% with a nasty plot boost. He Toxics me, which is going to kill my Darkrai here at the end of the turn. But wow, this Lugia is just a monster. It is so fat. Look at it, 47%. It's ridiculous. Anyways, so maybe Darkrai for sure is like another good check for Lugia in the future if need be. I bring out this Coco, kind of threaten that out. So I do U-turn. I wasn't entirely sure what he would switch into. I would have assumed a Lando. Maybe I should have gone for that HP Ice. However, I know it doesn't take it out with 1 HP Ice, so I didn't want to reveal that too early on. I kind of wanted to make him think that maybe he doesn't have it, or otherwise he would have gone for it. But I mean, Travis is a pretty smart dude. I don't know if that really faked him out at all, but but anyways, so I bring out that Melodic. So it was essential for me to bring out Melodic whenever Lugia was not around, because I cannot afford a Toxic on this Melodic. And this is screw up number one on my end here, as you'll see. But anyways, but that burn was essential to get in there to boost up its defense and prevent myself from getting Toxic. This way I can recover pretty easily with the burn. The burn is still gonna cause some damage on me, but at the very least, it's not as bad as it would be with toxic. So here I ended up going for the Scald, and just my luck, the Lugia gets burned. So it's at this point, my strategy against this Lugia just kind of goes to hell. So the idea was to toxic it with Melodic. It can't beat Melodic. There's no way in hell it can do that. But it's unfortunate that the Scald burned this Lugia, as it basically just pretty much destroys any chances I have of taking it down pretty easily. Maybe Kyurem still has a chance, but you know, as you'll see later on, it's not really the case. So that was definitely screw up number one. I don't know why I didn't go for the toxic, to be perfectly honest. I at the very least thought with the Scald. I don't know what he was trying to do, or what I was trying to do, sorry. But you know, lapse in judgment, but whatever, it's okay. We can definitely see if we can continue maybe winning this game later on. So yeah, he roosts, reveals that he's got roost, so I got Scald. So Melodic doesn't really have much to help it against this Lugia. Pretty much Melodic is just a sitting duck. So I use Recover just to kind of give back some HP onto that Melodic. I can't let it get weakened, as it still threatens that Lando and that Diancie. I use Coco here. He's got that substitute, so that helps it out, survive a move and get a toxic in, and safely get that roost in as well. So I took out the Tapu Koko just to reset that timer on the toxic, and I knew he was going to try and roost because he was probably expecting that Thunder move, or he was going to go in for the Lando. Regardless, the switch in, the switch at the very least guaranteed that I had some, bring in that Kyurem. I could have U-turned, but if he kept the Lugia in, it wasn't going to do much, but I just decided to switch out. There really wasn't any reason not to. But now that I think about it, I should have just U-turned. It's the same thing. I don't know why I didn't, but anyways. So I go in with the Kyurem. Ice Beam barely does anything to it. I mean, about a third of its HP gone. For Toxic's sake, I expected that, and I keep using this Ice Beam, but the Roost is obviously a lot stronger, and I mean, it could Toxic stall me here with the Kyurem. At this point, I was hoping for a crit to take on this Lugia. At this point, that's pretty much my only hope. So I switched out to reset the timer, bring back Coco in to kind of threaten this Lugia. It's going to use that substitute. I am not sure. And this is the other part where I was kind of kicking myself a little bit. I should have kept the attack on with that Ice Beam. It probably wouldn't have taken it down. However, it at least would have weakened it enough to for it to maybe not use that substitute and get it in there, get a turn wasted on it. Something, or it could have, it could have been the Ice Beam that critted it or something. But that just wasn't the case. So I T-bolt to get rid of that substitute. This Lugia can probably stay in and just, completely wipe out most of my team. Switches into the Lando. I got a little cocky there. That Coco isn't really going to do much for me anymore. He switches into that Diancie, switches back to the Lugia. Pretty much Melodic doesn't do much to Lugia, and Lugia doesn't do anything to it. I think it ends up being a no attack Lugia. I bring out Kyurem in the hopes that it would, whatever reason, take it down, but it's only enough for one move, especially after Rock's damage. Another mistake here that and you'll see, I'll talk about it here at the end of the video, at the end of the match here. So we got that going on. I'm gonna fast forward it here a little bit. And then Coco gets taken down. Not much I can do there, especially with the rocks out. And part of the reason I'm not bringing in this Gliss, so I should have I should have brought defog on this Gliscor. I don't know why I didn't. But that's besides the point. Anyways, Gliscor gets. I bring out the Gliscor. He goes into the Starmie. I use U-turn to bring in the Lucario. Lucario. Okay, this is where I see how incredible of a trainer Travis really is. This surprised the heck out of me. That Thunder Wave just completely cripples my Lucario. Doesn't really. Yeah, I mean, Lucario is just a sitting duck at this point. Everything else. I'm pretty sure Diancie and Lando for sure outspeeded. I guess maybe this Lugia does now too. I don't know. Didn't really calculate for that. But the Starmie for sure is going to be another one that'll be able to outspeed it. I mean, it outsped it before anyways. So so hopefully that'll. Anyways, moving on. Sorry, rambling. But yeah, so it's paralyzed and I can't move. I survive the Psychic, and then the close combat still takes it down. It's resisted, but close combat is so powerful, and especially on that Lucario. I switch out because I knew he's gonna try and go for that Earth Power. And yeah, he just finishes. That Gliscor just gave him the opportunity to set up. Not enough HP to survive an Earth Power from it. And yeah, this is just where I lose the team here, or lose the match. Sorry. But yeah, really not much else towards the end of the game there. Travis definitely played so well. And that Lando Eye was just incredible. It was actually a funny story. Lando Eye was one of the mons that I was considering for my silver tier, and of course, Travis sniped it. He did the same thing last season with Tapu Fini. But you know what? Like this, it's a mon that everybody wants. So I wasn't surprised that I got sniped pretty early on in the draft there. But yeah, some mistakes there is definitely shooting the gun, and I should have played it safe. I should have kept Toxicking, and with that Melodic, because it's gonna help me out. The Toxic was there to hit his team with it, and I don't know why I didn't use it. This definitely was not one of the best games that I've played. So I'm hoping that that the next time I do face him, it's going to be a little better. That I'll definitely play a little much better. I should have gotten Stealth Rock out sooner, but I got kind of obsessed with that Darkrai coming in and taking out a lot of his mons. Maybe that strategy would have been better later on in the match, but sometimes I wasn't really thinking through the plays in this match, so I'll have to work on that for sure in the future. So yeah, there were just a bunch of mistakes made on my end on this match. Definitely could have used the Kyurem a little better. Darkrai, I think Darkrai was pretty solid for this match. It took down some pretty big threats, and it did a lot of damage to that Lugia, so that'll be something I'll have to consider next time. Definitely, I need to mess around with that Coco a little more just to kind of understand it a little better, and maybe next time we'll try out some of the more physical moves of that Coco. So we'll see how that goes on. But definitely bring in Defog next time on that Gliscor. I'm not sure why I didn't. I should have. I just didn't think rocks would have that big of an effect on my team. Like I said, I had a plan. However, it didn't go through. But we will definitely work on that the next time. So yeah, you guys, thank you so much for joining me. And I just realized he named this Lando Flab. Another nickname of mine is Balf. So it's just Balf backwards. That's pretty funny, Travis. I love that. And just to kind of let you guys know, so my team spelled out only redeemable at Chuck E. Cheese, redeemable only at Chuck E. Cheese, which is my brotherhood name. In the fraternity that Travis and I were in, along with Jay Marsh Shadow over here, the developmental league coach, and I believe runner up in the in season 2. Yeah, season 2 of the Stab League this for last season. So yeah, so we're just a bunch of frat boys here hanging out. Anyways, thank you guys. Thank you guys so much for joining me, and please definitely let me know in the comments of what you thought of this battle. Any suggestions for future battles against Travis, or different ways to use these mons. Definitely feel free to leave a comment. That's always much appreciated. And as always, I am your good friend Urflab, and thank you so much for joining me today and the Colorado Aggrons. We hopefully we'll see you guys next time on our on for our week 2 battles. Thank you so much again, and have a wonderful day or night whenever you're watching this video. Bye.